Hi guys, we are going to start today seated at the back of the mat. So I will be sitting on my shins. That's the recommendation to start the practice, but of course you do you. If that's not available, you can sit with the legs crossed and then transition in some other way to our next position. Place the hands on top of the thighs and close the eyes. Start bringing awareness to the body. Settling in and centering yourself. Start connecting to the breath. Slow it down and make it a bit deeper. Maybe Ujjayi Pranayama. Maybe you can hear your breath. Allow everything to slow down. And then interlace the fingers in front of the chest. As you exhale, round the back body as you press the palms of the hands to the space in front of you, arms parallel to the mat. And then inhale, lift the arms above the head. Palms of the hands are pointing up and the pinky fingers are reaching to the back of the mat. Make this one less about the back bend and more about the shoulder opener. And again, as you exhale, round the back body, chin to the chest, tuck the tailbone under. And then as you inhale, hands above the head, palms are facing up, pinkies to the back. Neutral spine, hide the lower ribs and see if you can guide the hands, the pinkies even more to the back. And again, as you exhale, round the back body, chin to the chest, inhale, long spine, pinkies reaching to the back, open through the shoulders. And then exhale, round the back body. This time inhale, arms above the head. As you exhale, release the arms. Interlace the fingers behind the back. Inhale, arch the back. Open the chest, lift the tailbone to the ceiling. Extend the elbows behind the back. And then release as you exhale, interlace the fingers. Inhale here. Exhale, press the hands forward. Inhale, arms above the head. Neutral spine. Exhale, release the arms. Interlace the fingers behind the back. Inhale, open the chest. As you exhale, release the arms, interlace the fingers, inhale here. As you exhale, round the back body, press the hands forward. Inhale, arms above the head. And then exhale, release the arms, interlace the fingers behind the back, and then inhale, open. Arch the back. One more in-breath here. And then exhale, bend the elbows. Hands to the right hip. And then drop the right ear to the right shoulder. Dropping the left ear away from the left shoulder. Inhale. And exhale. And then come back through center. Hands to the left hip. And then drop the left ear to the left shoulder. And then come back through center. Extend the arms behind the back. Slide the shoulder blades to the spine. With the exhalation, belly towards the thighs. Arms extended, hands are reaching up. Just one inhalation here. As you exhale, release the arms. Extend them in front of you as you walk the knees so they are as wide as the edges of the mat. Inhale. And then exhale, thread the right arm under the left one. And lower the chest to the mat, especially the left side of the chest. Pressing the left armpit to the mat. Inhale. And exhale. Lift the chest just slightly so you can extend the right arm in front of you. And then thread the left arm under the right one. And then lower the chest on top of the left arm. Lower the right side of the chest, the right armpit. Left arm is parallel to the shorter edge of the mat. The elbow under the chest. Inhale. And exhale. Release the left arm in front of you and give yourself one more in-breath here. One more out-breath. On your next inhalation, lift the hips and then start lowering the hips towards the hands, arching the back, opening the chest, widening through the collarbones. Exhale, send the hips to the back, child's pose. Run the back body, chin to the chest, and then start rippling forward. Lower the hips towards the hands, arch the back, and exhale, find your child's pose. And again, run the back body forward, open the chest, arch the back, exhale, find your child's pose. You can stay with it, or this time, run the back body and then drop the hips as you widen through the collarbones. See if you can lift the feet, the calves with the shins, opening through the chest. Those are reaching for the head. And then exhale to the back. Inhale forward. Maybe lift the feet, pull the shoulders to the back, drop the hips forward, glutes are on. Exhale to the back. Once again, inhale forward, engage the glutes as you allow the pelvis to drop forward. Maybe drop the head to the back, toes are reaching for the head. And then as you exhale, find your child's pose. On your next inhalation, tabletop position, so you can adjust the knees. The knees are as wide as the hips. And then big step with the hands to the front of the mat. Hips will stay on top of the knees. Exhale, puppy pose. Inhale. And exhale. Allow the belly to drop towards the thighs, chest to the mat. And now tuck the tailbone under, lift the chest slightly. Press the right hand to the mat. We are going to lift the left arm from the mat. Big circular movement, left fingers reaching to the back. You can send the hips on top of the heels. And then inhale, lift the hips. And then lower the left hand to the mat. Find your puppy pose. Inhale, lift the chest, tuck the tailbone under, big circular movement with the left arm, send the hips to the back, opening the chest to the left. Inhale, lift. And then as you exhale, lower the left hand to the mat, puppy pose. Once again, inhale, lift, gaze on the left fingers, Left fingers reaching to the back, send the hips to the back. Inhale, lift the hips. Lower the left hand to the mat and sink into your puppy pose. We are going to the other side. Press the left hand to the mat. Lift the chest slightly in the big circular movement with the right arm. Right fingers reaching to the back. Inhale, lift. And then as you exhale, lower the right hand to the mat, chest to the mat. Inhale. Open the chest to the right, right fingers reaching to the back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, right hand on the mat, chest to the mat. Inhale, lift. Arm is reaching to the back, open the chest to the right. And then once again, inhale, lift. Exhale, lower the right hand to the mat and sink into your puppy pose. And just hold here. Inhale. And exhale. On your next inhalation, start lifting the hips, pulling the hips to the back, hands under the shoulders. And then tuck the toes under, make your way into your downward facing dog. Inhale here. And exhale. As always, you can add some movement or you can stay still. You can bend the knees and place the belly on top of the thighs, extending the arms, finding length down the sides of the body, along the spine. Externally rotating the shoulders. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, find your plank position. Shoulders land on top of the wrists. Exhale, drop the knees to the mat, arch the back, bend the elbows, lower the chest to the mat, the top of the feet to the mat. Inhale, cobra. You can lift the chest quite a lot here if that's available, engaging the glutes. Exhale, dropping the belly, the chest to the mat, and then sit back into your child's pose. On your next inhalation, find your upward dog. So this time, just the feet and the hands are touching to the mat. Engage the glutes, pull the shoulders to the back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look to the front of the mat and step, hop in between the hands, halfway lift. Exhale, lower the belly towards the thighs. And then on your next inhalation, make your way into a standing position. Arms above the head. Interlace the fingers, press the palms of the hands to the ceiling. Inhale here. Exhale, guide the pinkies to the space behind you even more, hiding the lower ribs. And then just small movements to the back, kind of bouncing here. Still, the movement is controlled. One more inhale here. As you exhale, release the hands. Interlace the fingers behind the back. Inhale, open the chest, pull the shoulders to the back. Exhale, bend from the hips, lowering the belly towards the thighs. As always, you can bend the knees. Breathe in. And breathe out. Inhale. Exhale, lower the hands to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. And then exhale, hands come back on the mat. You can step or you can hop to the back. Maybe you land in your chaturanga or plank with me. Bend the elbows, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale here. Exhale. On your next inhalation, lift the right foot from the mat, one-legged downward facing dog. Bend the right knee, pull the right knee to the chest, and then step the right foot in between the hands. Drop the left knee to the mat, the top of the left foot to the mat, arms above the head, high lunge. Allow the pelvis to drop to the mat. Inhale here. Exhale. Option to stay here or rest the right elbow on top of the right knee. You can create mudra with your hand, pressing the thumb to the index finger, bending the left knee, pulling the left heel to the glute. The hips can open to the left slightly, chest is open, the crown of the head is reaching up. Maybe gaze on your right fingers. The right kneecap is pointing forward. Inhale. And then as you exhale, release the left leg. Once again, square the hips, arms above the head. Exhale, lower the hands to the mat, tuck the left toes under, lift the left knee, step the right foot to the back. Exhale, drop the knees, the top of the feet to the mat, and then bend the elbows as you arch the back, lowering the chest, the belly. Inhale, cobra, so the thighs stay on the mat, glutes are engaged. Open the chest, exhale, belly, chest to the mat, and then sit back into your child's pose. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, lift the left foot from the mat. Bend the left knee. Pull the left knee to the chest and then gently step the left foot in between the hands, dropping the right knee to the mat, the top of the right foot to the mat. Inhale, arms above the head. And just hold here, allowing the pelvic ball to drop to the front of the mat and down, finding length through the lumbar spine. Option to stay here, or as you exhale, rest the left elbow on top of the left thigh, and then pull the right heel to the glute. Maybe mudra with your hands. Maybe sink even lower. It's okay if the left knee is in front of the left toes. Breathe. Maybe Ujjayi is with you. Inhale. And exhale. Release the right leg and then once again square the hips. Extend the arms above the head. Exhale, lower the hands to the mat, tuck the right toes under, lift the right knee. Step the left foot next to the right foot. Inhale, scoop the abs. Exhale, drop the knees to the mat, the top of the feet to the mat as you arch the back, lowering the chest to the mat and then sliding on your belly. Inhale, cobra, extend the elbows as much as it feels available. Exhale, lower, and then sit back into your child's pose. Inhale, find your upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in here. Breathe out. On your next inhalation, once again, lift the right foot from the mat. Bend the right knee and then pull the right knee to the right elbow. Option to hold here. Option to bend the elbow, so the left elbow is above the left hip bone. And then see if you can shift the weight forward. The chest is open, you're looking at the mat, pressing the right inner thigh into the right elbow, right tricep. Hold. Drop the left foot. Extend the elbows. One-legged downward facing dog. Bend the right knee. Pull the right knee to the chest. Option to make your way into a high lunge. So you can step the right foot in between the hands and then lift the chest. Or option to make your way into a split. If you are here in your split, that's okay. You can use the blocks under the hands or some kind of cushion under the hips. Keep the chest open. And for this practice, see if you can keep the chest lifted. So we are focusing more on the left hip flexor than the hamstrings. Option to stay here. If you want to take it one step further, you can bend the left knee. Left fingers are reaching to the back. Maybe grab the left foot with the left hand, or maybe place the left foot in a left elbow crease. Again, option to hold here. Or you can connect the fingers of the hands, flipping the right elbow to the ceiling. So the hips will open here to the left, and that's okay for this variation that we are doing today. Keep breathing and remember not to push, not to force. We have one more in-breath here. And then as you exhale, release. If you are in your high lunge, you're still holding. Inhale here. And exhale. And then start lifting the hips. Slide the right foot on the mat. Bend the right knee, keeping the left toes tucked under. We are meeting in a high lunge. Inhale here. As you exhale, lower the hands to the mat. Step back into a plank position and then drop the knees to the mat, the top of the feet to the mat. And this time take a big step forward with the hands. Inhale here. And then as you exhale, lower the belly towards the thighs. Now option to stay here in your puppy pose. So in this variation, the hips will land on top of the knees. If you are able to lower the chest all the way down to the mat, I will show you a progression. So if the chest is resting on the mat, you are going to maybe walk the knees a bit more to the back. You can tuck the toes under here. And then see if you can lift the knees from the mat. Make sure that the chest is resting on the mat. If you feel any pain in the neck, then you have gone too far. Inhale. And then exhale, drop the knees to the mat. Tuck the tailbone under, ripple forward. Drop the hips to the mat. If you need to adjust the hands like I do, you can walk the hands to the back. We are in a cobra. Pull the shoulders to the back. Exhale. Lower the belly towards the mat, the chest to the mat. Extend the top of the feet on the mat if you're not already there. And then exhale, find your child's pose. Inhale. Upward facing dog. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the left foot from the mat. Exhale, bend the left knee, pull the left knee to the left elbow. And then hold here or bend the elbows, pressing the left inner thigh to the left tricep. The right elbow is above the right hip bone, and then maybe shift the weight forward. Chest is open, you're scooping the abs, hugging everything in. Inhale. Exhale, step the right foot on the mat, extend the elbows, keep pressing the left knee to the left tricep, and then kick the left leg up, one-legged downward facing dog. Bend the left knee, pull the left knee to the chest, again option to just step the left foot in between the hands, then lift the chest, lift the arms, or make your way into a split. Again, maybe you are here, maybe the right knee is on the mat, you keep the hips supported by the cushion. Maybe you can make your way all the way down to the mat. And again, keep the chest lifted. If you're in your high lunge, you're holding your high lunge. There's also a challenge there, as you're going to spend a long time in this position. And if you want to take it one step further, you can bend the right knee. Maybe the right hand on the right foot. Maybe you can place the right foot into a right elbow crease. And then see if you can grab the right fingers with the left fingers. Left elbow is pointing up. Hips can open to the right slightly here. Wherever you are, breathe. Ujjayi or natural nasal breathing. Inhale here. And then as you exhale, release the right leg. Release the hands on the mat. If you're in a split with me, lift the hips. Slide the left heel to the back, so you're in a half split. Then bend the left knee, tuck the right toes under, inhale. Lift the upper body, arms above the head, we are in a high lunge. Inhale here. Exhale, lower the hands to the mat. Step back into a plank position, one in-breath here. Exhale, drop the knees, the top of the feet to the mat. And once again, puppy pose. So you know your options. You can stay here in your puppy pose. A great place to be. Or if you want to extend the legs, you can slide the hands a bit more forward. Maybe walk the knees a bit more to the back so the chest is resting on the mat. So again, you're not resting only the chin on the mat and kind of resting the weight of the body on the head and the neck, but the chest is resting on the mat. Tuck the toes under and then lift the knees here. And breathe. Inhale. And then exhale, drop the knees on the mat, the top of the feet on the mat. And then ripple forward into a sphinx or cobra. The glutes are engaged. Inhale here. Exhale, lower the belly and the chest to the mat. Press the hands to the mat, sit back into a child's pose. Inhale, find your upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in here. And breathe out. On your next in-breath, look to the front of the mat. And then step the feet in between the hands, halfway lift. And then as you exhale, lower the hips on the mat, extend the arms in front of you. Inhale here. Exhale, lower, allow the knees to open. Lowering them to the mat, the soles of the feet together. Inhale. Find length through the body. Exhale, belly towards the feet. So think of chest reaching forward and then down. Forehead is resting on the mat if you are low enough to do that. Otherwise, keep the chest open, the crown of the head reaching forward. Inhale here. And exhale. On your next inhalation, start lifting the upper body and then pull the knees together. Extend the arms in front of you and then slowly start making your way on your back. Pull the knees to the chest. You can rock gently side to side. Inhale. Exhale, Shavasana. Take your time to make yourself completely comfortable here. Allow the body to relax. Letting go of any control over the breath, but staying aware of it. If you want to stay in your Shavasana longer, please do. And if you feel ready, start reawakening the body. And you know the transition, so I will give you some space now to just move the body in the way that it feels good. Noticing how the body wants to move. Or maybe you are staying in the stillness in your Shavasana, and that's okay as well. So take your time in this transition. Don't rush it. Close the eyes if you open them as you started transitioning, staying with yourself. Awareness within your body. And then land in a seated position. And allow yourself to just be still with your breath, with yourself. Don't feel like you need to finish the practice. If you want to stay here longer in your meditation, please do that. And when you feel ready, you may connect the palms of the hands in front of the chest, or you may place the hands on top of the heart, thanking yourself for this practice.